Good afternoon, folks, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to an unboxing video. Yes, I haven't done one of these in a long time. Actually, the last time I probably unboxed anything was on my old channel. For those of you who are not aware of my old channel name is just Nathan Hughes. So Nathan, capital N in Nathan. Hughes is Hughes, capital H in that. Now, when you type it into the search box, you'll probably see a lot of videos to do with rugby. No, I'm not a rugby player. However, there seems to be a rugby player with the same name. All you need to do, just scroll down and you should see a capital N in a red circle. If you click on that, that should take you to my old channel. And you'll find all my old videos on there. So don't forget to subscribe to that channel and have a look through all my old videos, as well as subscribing to this one. Of course, my new channel is Nathan Hughes 24, so it's the same as my old one, just add the number 24 at the end, and there is a picture of myself, so you should recognize my channel. So this is the first unboxing video I'm doing on my new channel today, and as you can tell, it is a model aircraft. Now, for those of you who know me well, you know I'm absolutely plane and stretch limo mad, so it's not surprising really that I'm unboxing a model aircraft for you. And this aircraft in particular is very old. It's a very novelty one. Just got it off eBay. Very nice. It is a Britannia Airways. Now, I flew with Britannia many years ago when I was young. In fact, it was the only airline we ever flew with, really, until Thompson took them over. But I'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the video. So for now, let's just have a look at the box, and then we'll get the aircraft out. I'll set it up and we'll have a good look at it, and I'll give you my opinions. So from the box, it's a very good picture. The livery looks spot on. Obviously, I'm not used to seeing 737s in Britannia. I always used to travel on 757s. I hope the lighting's alright for you as well, and that's something I'm worrying about. So at the front of the box, it's just very... I'm not using a pun, I am just saying it's very plain. It's plain box, yeah. I'm not using it as a pun. It's rather blank, we'll say then. There's just the picture of the aircraft there on the front, which I've mentioned is a Boeing 737-800. If we flip the box down, it says Britannia. I believe that's some sort of, might be the Queen's head, I believe. I'm not too sure what the symbol of Britannia was, but because it was a British holiday airline, Britannia, you know, Britannia, Britain, I'm guessing it might be the Queen's head. But I could be wrong. If there's anyone out there who knows, feel free to, please do let me know in the comments. So it says the airline's name there, Britannia. The usual barcode and whatnot. Flipping the box round to the end, it just says Britannia, Boeing 737-800. On this side you have all the information about the Boeing 737, model Boeing 737-800. And it tells you like how long it is, how many passengers it can hold, maximum takeoff weight, things like that. So I'll hold it there, have a little look at it if you wish. We may want to pause the video and try and read that if you can. Okay. Again, it's just got the logo, Britannia. It's the same on the other side of the box, and obviously on the back you've got this again. So that's pretty much it. It's very light, it's not heavy at all. So let's open the box and let's see what we get inside. Yep. Okay, so the first thing that we were presented with in this obviously open bag, because I have had to open it to check the model, is we have the main fuselage and the rear stabilisers, and the tail fin has already come fitted. Well, it's not completely fitted because it comes off, because you need to take the tail off to fit the stabilisers, but they actually have sent it with the tail fin on rather than, because normally, I'll just show you, I'll get it out the bag here. Oh, it's stuck, the tail's stuck around it. I'll get that out as well while I'm usually what the fuselage just comes like this on its own, and the tail section is usually in with the wings and or the display stand. So we'll have a look at the fuselage first while I've got it. So yeah, we'll look at it from that way, so as if the aircraft's coming towards you. Look. So we'll start at the front. Very nice cockpit detailing, but we'll look more in depth at it when it's all set up. This enables us to get real close and have a look. As you can see there, good detailing on the cockpit windows there. The doors were red or orange, I'm not too sure. I think they were red. The stripes now, I really liked this livery. I loved the stripy livery. I thought it really did suit the planes down to the ground. You wouldn't really fancy sitting there, would you? There's no windows there. Then again, on those older generation 737s, there wasn't. And obviously then, you've got the two overwing exits there. And then the windows run straight to the back. And at the back, it actually says Boeing 737-800, I believe. Yes, it does. It says Boeing 737-800. Exactly the same on the other side. Britannia. It's a bit dusty. Very old, this aircraft. And obviously those slots there are where the stabilisers and tail fin go in, which I'm going to show you now. So what I like to do, I always like, well, you have to do this anyway, but here are the stabilisers. Put the fuselage down. And you can see, sorry, I've just got to scratch my nose, there's a little hole there. Now if we have a look at the tail fin, you can see on the tail fin there, there's a little, tiny little stubby bit there that actually slots in like that to the stabiliser. So not only does this bigger part go into the aircraft, it also holds the stabilisers in position. So all we do is we get to take the fuselage, stabilisers through. I'll do it this way so you can see. And they just go in like that. I'm just going to make sure that is actually lined up, properly lined up, which it is. And then what you do, just take the tail fin and just click it into place like that. And I always like to give it a good push to make sure that it's actually gone in, and as you can see it has. So there's the logo again. I'm not too sure what the figure is meant to be. We can see the Union Jack sign there. I always thought when I was younger that it was actually a woman in a wheelchair, and I thought that the wheel, you know, the back wheel of the wheelchair was the Union Jack flag. But then again, I could be wrong. She could just be sat down, and that could be a shield or something. I'm not too certain. Obviously, I don't do any background information for these videos. I don't tend to do any research because I like, well, I sort of want to hear from you guys, you know. If there's any aircraft enthusiasts out there who know, especially when Britannia are around, and please do tell me in the comments because I'd love to find out. She's holding some sort of staff there. Looks a bit like a devil's fork, doesn't it? But pretty certain it's not meant to be. So I'll just pop the fuselage down. Now the next thing that come was this piece of paper. Now I presume that this is, yes it is, it's just instructions on how to set it up. So obviously the stabilisers go in there, the tail goes in there, the wings go in there, and then shows you there how to set up the stand. Very retro, isn't it? Model Boeing 737. So I'll keep hold of that. It's always nice to keep, isn't it? Some of these old-fashioned things. So the next thing that come out of the box was this. Now it's all in bubble wrap, but I know what they are already because I've checked. They are the wings. Now I don't know what that is at the bottom there. I don't know whether it was an old style stabiliser or something, but the wings did come like that. But what I might do is I might get my trimmer and sort of trim that off and try and smooth the wing out a little bit. It doesn't really look that good. I'm not too certain of what it is. Obviously it's on the picture. If we go back to the picture there on the box, you can see just at the end of the wing, you can just about see that the little stabiliser is actually there. So whether it was just part of the design for these earlier 737s, I don't know. There's the engine. Don't believe there's much detail in the engine. Oh, there is. There's a little bit. Yeah, there's a bit of detail in the engine there. So what I'll do, I'll slot this onto the aircraft. Give it a bit of a jiggle. And it just fits in there, and I'll do the same with the other one. So here's the other wing. The other engine. That's sort of a view. That's sort of a view you'll get if you're on the plane or sat just in front of the wing. You'd probably see the engine and the wing. Be a good thumbnail, that, wouldn't it? And again, I'll just slot this one in. And there is our finished aircraft, so I'll pop that to one side while we open the stand up. Just gonna get rid of all this rubbish. Obviously, you know, I don't really keep the boxes. What I like to do is I like to cut out the pictures from the box and I stick them on my wall. It's a nice way to remember what aircraft you bought, because sometimes when I was younger some of them broke, or you know, some of them got lost, or you know, so, or I've kindly given them away to a friend. So it's nice to look back and think, oh, I had one of those, and so that's why I keep the pictures. So let's have a look at the stand then. So here's the base. Yet again it says Boeing 737-800, Britannia. Just ignore Messenger. That is where the arm of the stand goes into. Nothing underneath. And here's the arm of the stand. So obviously that bit goes into the plane, and then that bit goes into the base. All you do, I've done this a million times, you just sort of jiggle it in, and then I always like to just push it forward a little bit to try and make sure it clicks into place. But that is quite sturdy actually. That is actually very sturdy. And then what you do, you just take the fuselage. There's a little hole underneath there. That's where hang on, that wing doesn't look on properly, does it? I suppose you could glue them if you wanted to, but I don't. So you just jiggle that in there like that. Oh yes, it's very sturdy. And there we have our aircraft. So let's have a look, shall we? That is beautiful, isn't it? It's a beautiful aircraft. Obviously I'm not going to take you around it because we've more or less done that already, so I'm just going to let you look at that. So, a bit of backstory for you now. Britannia Airways originated as Euravia back in the day. I can't remember the exact year. Britannia Airways started as Euravia, and also they operated in conjunction with an airline called Orion. And then they merged to become Britannia because they had a type of aircraft called the Bristol Britannia, which I believe was like a twin prop aircraft. Actually, it had like 4 propellers. It had 2 on each wing, I believe. And then they started transferring to jets, and that's when Thompson Holidays took them over. So this livery was added. And then TUI decided to take over Thompson. So Britannia's livery changed to the TUI colours, which we used to see, which consisted of light blue and white, a bit like the old Thompson livery before they changed it again. However, the aircraft was still called Britannia. And then they decided to change to Thompson Airways. So the aircraft actually had Thompson written on them after that. For a short period they had thompson.co.uk written on them. Then it went to thompsonfly.com. And now it's just gone back to Thompson. Then the livery got changed slightly. The Thompson livery is still more or less the same. It's just got like a squiggle, like a wave going through the aircraft, and at the back of the plane now it's navy blue. And obviously now, because TUI have taken over Thompson, they want TUI written on their aircraft, so the aircrafts now actually have TUI written on them. TUI. So a lot has happened over the years. You know, it went from Euravia to Britannia to Thompson, now to TUI. It's nice that, you know, more or less the same airline is about. It's just changed name and colours and companies over the years, but you know, Thompson today, it'll always still be Britannia in my heart. And you know, if I get the opportunity to fly with them again, I'll always think, oh, I'm on a Britannia really. Because all that's happened is Britannia changed the colours, they decided to have Thompson written on them, and now obviously TUI's took over Thompson, and they've got TUI written on them. But you know, even when Britannia first changed to the TUI colours, you know, it was TUI that owned them, more or less, but they still had Britannia written on them, and they were still the same aircraft. So it'll always be Britannia in my mind. It doesn't matter if they're called Thompson or TUI or whatever. So enough not ranting, enough rabbiting on. Just to give you a few shots of the aircraft now it's on the stand. So obviously the wings are not very detailed. There's no like exit routes or anything. The wing flaps and spoilers are actually modelled, but you can't really see them very well because of the lighting. You can just see the elevons there on the stabilisers. The elevons actually pivot up and down. They help the aircraft to rise up or to pitch down. Looking from the front of it again, it's quite nice, isn't it? Obviously the 737s back in these days didn't have winglets, or the 737-800 didn't anyway. In fact, I'd never heard of a 737-800 until I first ever flew on one, which was a Ryanair, unfortunately. That didn't have winglets either, the first one I ever went on. I think it's only recently, in recent years, that they've started adding winglets to aircraft. So even the 757s have them now. The Airbus A321s, they have sharklets fitted now, which are similar to winglets. The Boeing 757s, they have winglets. Some Airbus A320s now have sharklets as well. Times are changing, so this is a very novelty aircraft. It's probably an original. There's that stabiliser again just at the end there, you can see. But it is a very nice aircraft. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for it. I don't think I paid much. I think it was £12, I think, on eBay. £12.99, I think. But, you know, I'm willing to pay a little bit because obviously it is an old aircraft. So I'm willing to spend a little bit more cash on things like that. But yeah, well worth it. It'll be in my collection for many years, probably, hopefully forever. I'd like to think it'll be in my collection forever. So there you go. That is my unboxing and review of my Britannia Airways Boeing 737-800. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I hope I haven't bored you too much and you've managed to make it to the end. Don't forget, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment if you wish. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hopefully I'll do a few more of these unboxing videos for you in the future. For now though, take care, and I will bid you good day.